All right, and I'd like to welcome you back for our next competitor, Mary Houston from Red Rooster Coffee Roasters. All right, you can say hi to your judges, and when you're ready, Mary, the stage is yours.
Nice to meet you. Hi. Nice to meet you. All right. Is everyone comfortable? Can I have the music, please? Show my time. Thank you. All right, in time. Good afternoon, judges. My name is Mary Houston, and I'm a barista for Red Rooster Coffee Roaster from Floyd, Virginia. Today, I am delighted to share with you an organic, washed Ninsebo from West Arsi, Ethiopia. This coffee has a truly complex and incredible journey that I cannot wait to share with you in just a few short moments. But first, a bit about myself. I was born and raised in the small agricultural community of Floyd, Virginia. And for much of my life, my family has owned and operated a small Christmas tree farm. Many of my formative memories comes from the hard work of planting and pruning fir and pine trees. I mention this now because I understand to a small degree the importance that a single tree can have on a family's livelihood. For example, when I was 10 years old, I spent a season planting fir and pine trees with my father and brothers in the westerly corner of our farm. Over the span of 10 years, my family and I have worked hard, weeding, watering, and pruning these trees. This year, the last of those trees will be harvested. And along with that tree, a small piece of my family will be going home with another family. Now, judges, please come with me now to a completely different kind of agricultural community. A small, remote village nestled in the Tunsi forest of West Ursi, Ethiopia. This is where our journey with this coffee begins. To travel to this area, one has to drive 18 miles through an unmarked field because there is no road. You must time your travel carefully because during the rainy season, waist-deep mud will make this journey impossible. After crossing the field, you will reach a rough and winding road. And with a little luck, 3 hours later, you will reach Tulagola in the Ninsebo district. But it doesn't end there. You must continue this journey on foot now, hiking down the steep hills above the Shefe River Gorge to the Zenebe Simbrit washing station. Here it is almost as if time has been frozen and nature is harboring a remote coffee paradise. The coffee farmers in this region are smallholders who tend to their landrace varietals with an almost familial quality. And thanks to the terroir, they produce a coffee of an exquisite quality. This coffee is grown at an elevation of 17 to 1900 meters above sea level, as well as being grown with loamy clay. This gives it that unique, beautiful, high-quality flavor. Now, judges, a bit about the brew. I've chosen the Kalita Wave because the flat-bottom brew bed helped me obtain a consistent and even extraction without over-agitating the grinds. I worked alongside our head roaster to pinpoint the roast profile by extending the Maillard development. Pushing this phase of the roast helped enhance sugars in this coffee that truly shine in this cup. For my brew recipe today, I'm using third wave water and a 1:16 ratio. That's 20 grams of coffee in to 320 milliliters of water out. I will continue to saturate the grinds 4 times, taking my first pour to 120, 150, 250, and then finally 320 milliliters of water. I started my bloom with 200-degree water with 40 milliliters of water in for 45 seconds. Now, judges, much like in tree farming, I believe that the processing is where much of the magic of this bean truly occurs. After harvesting, farmers bring their coffee to the Zenebe Simbrit washing station. Here they are paid a guaranteed minimum price. Plus, the importers of this bean at Catalyst Trade pay the first of 3 premiums for the ripest of cherries. For this triple sorted lot, only the ripest cherries and the highest quality of coffees are selected. After which they are pulped, then separated again by density into fermentation tanks. The water in the fermentation process is clean, filtered water from the nearby Sheffield River. After the water is drained, the coffee is then laid out on dried beds and dried from the airflow of the Sheffield River Gorge. I will remove the brew bed before the last 10 milliliters of water runs through the grinds. This will ensure that my coffee is not over-extracted. Now, judges, please evaluate the aroma directly from the decanter in front of you. Please enjoy. You'll experience, please enjoy, an intense floral bouquet, please enjoy, of orange blossom and jasmine in the initial first assessment. Please swirl your decanter once again, and along with that floral bouquet, you will experience salted caramel, honey, and a malt grain that's a reminiscent of raisin bran. Yeah. All right, thank you. While hot, you will experience a sweet and tart flavor with a juicy, vibrant acidity of apricot, baked raisin, please enjoy, and a mouthfeel of pomegranate that lingers in the aftertaste. Please enjoy. This coffee, or the third wave water in the coffee, helps enhance the already incredible sweetness of this cup. This coffee also has a creamy medium body that is extremely balanced and sessionable, leaving you wanting more. This coffee has a medium-high acidity, and as it cools, you will experience a heavy floral aftertaste with added notes of apricot and cocoa nibs, while still maintaining that creamy medium body that is extremely balanced and sessionable. So judges, in the aroma, orange blossom, jasmine, salted caramel, honey, and a malt grain. While hot, you will experience apricot, baked raisin, and pomegranate. And as it cools, floral notes with apricot and cocoa nibs. So judges, much like the life of a coffee farmer, the life of a Christmas tree farmer is punctuated by moments and seasons of intensity. In late November to early December, my family is presently and will be cutting, trimming, and tying trees on top of cars for families to take their small piece of the country back to the city with them. Much like in a small way as a coffee farmer, my family was quite poor and we didn't have the funds and the resources, and we invested what little income we had into the seasonal opportunity. So learning about this farm and the processing and the farmers that have put so much work into this has just given me the utmost respect that small farmers must endure to produce a coffee as delicious as this. Time.
Woo! All right, folks, let's get a round of applause for Mary Houston from Red Rooster Coffee Roasters. So, how are you feeling?
Whew. My brain blacked out for the last bit, but I feel
No,
good.
it didn't. You
Feel
did.
good.
If I'm honest, it didn't sound like I wouldn't have noticed anything at all.
feel
It
good.
felt very, very good, very comfortable. And word on the street is your coworkers refer to you as a baby barista. Do you want to talk a little bit about that?
Just haven't been in coffee for very long.
Yeah.
And I just like jumped headfirst into it, and I love it. And it's in many ways saved my life.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I guess the best way to learn is to just go
jump
for
right
it.
in.
So, yeah.
So what made you want to start with competition?
It was really just I felt like I was kind of plateauing, and I wanted something to kind of push me.
Yeah. And kind of help
yeah.
focus your energy.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so how did you come to choose this coffee?
This coffee is just one of the most amazing coffees I've ever had in my life.
Yeah.
And plus, I mean, the story, I could talk for hours about how incredible it is to get to this washing station.
Yeah.
And it just really sparked my interest because it's like, it's a complex coffee.
Yeah.
And it's a complex journey, and I really like it.
And I think I really like how you tied your family's like history with agriculture. Mm-hmm. I think one thing that people forget all the time is that coffee is an agricultural product.
Yeah.
So by the time it gets to us, it's like milled and it's green, and it seems like a thing that's not live, right? And people can forget all of the input and all of the care that needs to go into it for it to end that way. Mm-hmm. So I love that you have like a personal connection that you could tie it to, and absolutely gives you much more of a window into what that's like and what it means to allocate your resources to try and really make something better for your family. So I just think that's really great. Yeah. Oh, my last thing is there anyone that you wanted to thank?
I would really like to thank Grace, my coach, and then also my bosses Hayden and Rose, because they've invested so much time and energy and love into all of their baby baristas.
Yeah.
And I just really love them a lot. So.
Well, that's great. Well, congratulations and best of on your first competition. Could have fooled me if I'm honest. And best of luck to you, Mary.
Thank you.
You're welcome.